On Monday, April 8th, a solar eclipse will pass over much of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. For us here in West Palm, we'll only see a partial eclipse. However, many other states across the country will see a full total eclipse. A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, completely obstructing our view of the bright yellow star. The last solar eclipse visible from the US, an annual eclipse, was in October of last year, marking one of the first time two back-to-back eclipses can be seen from the US. These two eclipses are the only ones that will be visible from the US this decade, with the next one being in 2033. For us, the eclipse will start at 1:48, with it being most visible around 3 and ending at 4:15. At its peak, just about half of the sun will be covered. It's important to also have special eye gear as well. Eclipse glasses can be found at many places online, as well as at many physical retailers. It's important to be prepared when viewing the event, and to not look at the sun without protection like this, as just a few seconds of exposure can cause permanent eye damage and even blindness. For those viewing the eclipse, remember to stay safe, but to also have fun, as this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's something that you won't want to miss. Now, back to our anchors.
Good morning, Dreyfus. I'm Ruhan Sood, and today is Monday, April 8th. Today, we have a crazy packed show with tons of information on photos, honor societies, and a few surprises.
And I am Josiah Manners, and Ruhan, let's raise our mugs and cheers to the start of a brand new week. Well, with that, let us roll right into our intro.
Juniors and seniors, I can't go to prom. But surely you can. That's because the dance is just weeks away. While ticket sales closed last Friday, the deadline to submit your outside guest form is today. Do not miss it. Forms are still available in the magnet office or with Mr. Ruth. So don't forget to bring your completed forms to Miss James in the magnet office.
Juniors, the time for you to take your seniorship is very close by. Senior yearbook portraits will be taken through your junior English classes today and tomorrow, Tuesday, April 9th. Students who plan on wearing the tux will either need to bring or wear a plain white t-shirt. Students who plan on wearing the drape will need to either wear or bring a spaghetti strap tank top or a tube top. Students who miss this photo day, who would like to retake their yearbook photo, or who would like to schedule their own personal senior photo session, can do so at the HJ Photo Studio in Lake Worth. The photo studio opens on June 1st, and senior yearbook photos must be taken by or before the September 30th deadline.
Spanish Honor Society is having their donation drive for this month, called Dona por Amor, for Cuba in Mrs. Brown's room 1101. You can donate old or new clothes that are gently used, bags of rice, shoes, school supplies, and so much more. You don't have to be in Spanish Honor Society to donate, but you will receive 1 community service hour for every 2 items that you donate. If you have any questions, reach out to Mrs. Brown at lori.brown@palmbeachschools.org, or don't be shy to stop Kiara Cardoso and Mia Alonso in the hallways. Check out Spanish Honor Society's Instagram and Google Classroom for more information on how you can donate. This drive will run through until April 30th.
We would like to extend huge congratulations to the theater department, who just closed their performance of Puffs, an exciting parody of a certain school of witchcraft and wizardry. So be sure to congratulate them, as well as all of our dance majors for closing their spring dance concert series, Echo. Now we would like to toss to our very own Brendan Williams, who has a highlight of last week's National Librarian Day. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Dreyfus. I'm Brendan Williams, and last week was National Librarian Appreciation Week. So we decided to explore the duties of our librarian and explore what you can do to keep our little pocket of literary knowledge perfect. Let's take a look. Of course, we can't talk about upkeep in a library without talking about organization. The librarians are responsible for not only originally keeping books organized, but keeping books organized when students misplace books. So a way of showing your appreciation is making sure to always put your books back where you found them if you do not plan on checking them out. Another big factor of the school library is checking out books, but students, you have to remember this is a privilege and not a right. Whenever you're checking out books, make sure to treat them in utmost care when you're at home. because damaging books can lead to you not only covering the cost, but taking away books from students who want to read them. On that point, also make sure to return your books. Schools need these and they cost much money to replace, and not returning them can lead to problems down the line, like losing of privileges. Another rule you must follow is the actual library etiquette, and one of those rules being silence. Many of the students in the library are performing tasks that require concentration and quiet, so please make sure out of respect for everyone here, including both your students and staff, to keep all noise to the minimum. Another rule you must follow, and this may be the most important, is no food or drink in the library and the computer lab. These are sensitive materials that can be damaged by messy spills or greasy hands. So while it may be tempting, students, please keep your hands chip-free until you have exited the building. Well, that's all I have for you today, Dreyfus. But before I go, we have one final message from our dear librarian, Mr. Horniak. Mr. Horniak, do you have anything that you'd like to say to students?
Yeah, now that all the books are back on their shelves, please come read a book. We have a lot of fiction, we have a lot of biographies, everything for everybody.
Very well said, and you heard him, folks. Make sure to come down to the library and check out a book for yourself. I'm Brendan Williams for DSOA Today, and I'm signing off.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Dreyfus. I'm Ruhan Sood.
And I am Josiah Manners. And make sure you, like us, get an extra dose of the Dreyfus magic this week. And as the year comes to a close, students and staff, please do not forget that we are the arts. We are accountable, respectful, trustworthy students and staff. So make sure to keep your lanyard visible around your neck at all times to ensure our school safety. We'll see you all at class changes and lunch.